Hey, thank you for letting me in your home today. I'm excited about your small group. I'm assuming everyone has met everyone and you've now given me a chance to join you. Thanks for letting me do that. As you build relationship together, you're going to find it more and more easy to share your heart. That's the cool thing about building community and building friendship and relationship in a small group. I love my small group, so I'm excited about you being in one. Throughout the study of Philippians, we are going to tackle our attitudes. I don't know if you've ever struggled with an attitude. Of course you have. We all have. What if over the next 10 weeks you could begin to kind of master your attitude, to gain from your relationship with God an ability to adjust your frame of mind, which creates your disposition in life and affects the relationships around you. That's what attitude is. Attitude is a frame of mind that sets a disposition that affects the relationships around you. When you have a bad attitude, it's a bad disposition, and it affects everybody. A good attitude, conversely, is your frame of mind, and that kind of disposition brings energy and life and wholeness and encouragement to relationships. What if we got really good at doing that? That's what this study's about. When you think about the book of Philippians and you look at it from even a theological perspective, you picked up a commentary, you wouldn't find any commentators saying attitude is the theme of the book of Philippians. I'm presenting kind of a unique perspective in that. So I want to tell you how I got there. There's two key words in the book of Philippians. All those commentaries would say the key word is the word chara in Greek, which can be translated joy or joyful or rejoice. And it's translated all those things. And it's used 16 times. So he's constantly telling us, be joyful, rejoice always. I'll tell you again, rejoice in the Lord. Over and over and over, he tells us that. Which, if you think about it, I think that's attitudinal, right? Your ability to rejoice in any situation, that's your frame of mind. Let me tell you about the second key word. This word is used 11 times. It's the word phroneo. And it is the word that is translated attitude in chapter 2, verse 5. It says your attitude should be the same as that of Christ Jesus. It's only translated attitude once. The rest of the time it's translated things like set your mind or fix your mind or join your minds. It has the idea of fixing the frame of our thoughts, which impacts our disposition and, of course, affects the relationships around us. So you combine both those words, and clearly the dominant emphasis of this little book is that our attitude can be adjusted. Our attitude can change. In fact, we can become masters of an attitude that really honors and glorifies God. I'm excited because I believe all of us are going to learn and grow in powerful ways on how to do that. One of the things that struck me about Viktor Frankl's work in Search for Meaning, you might remember he was in a German concentration camp, Auschwitz, as a Jewish prisoner, survived it. And he wrote his book about all that he learned through those horrific years of torture. In his book, he says that between stimulus and response, there's a space. Think about your space between stimulus and response. Between stimulus and response, there's a space. And in that space is your power to choose your response. And in your response lies your growth and your freedom. I think in our response sometimes lies our bondage and captivity because we're reactive instead of responsive in the right way. Much of what we are going to learn to do as we examine our attitudes and we allow God to move into the space of our thoughts is to create more distance between stimulus and response. More distance between the way you respond when your kids push your buttons, or your spouse pushes your buttons, or someone at work says something that all of a sudden lights you up. What if you could begin to choose a response that was respectful, patient, and loving? As we learn to do this, I want to challenge you. Think about the text that we meditate on and memorize. Apply yourself to the study. Engage in those conversations in the kids and adults section of the material. And let's see ourselves go somewhere we've never gone before, able to handle our attitude on a daily basis in such a way that people not only see us, they see Jesus in us. See you soon. Have a great study.